Why, good morning. How are you this spectacular morning? Birds are chirping, the birds are shining, the sun is chirping, all that. You've never seen a person make a cup of coffee as quickly as I just did. I don't know why. If you go, it says, "Good morning, Lisa." It says Facebook user. What are you on a group or are you on a page? Pages don't do that, I don't believe. Good morning, Heidi. Okay, so let me see if I can copy this. I think I might have had something. Come on, copy. Copy. Okay, let's try that. Paste. Let's try that. Close. Try that. Hi, Katrina. Good morning, Katrina. Try clicking on that thingy, that link I just put up, and see. How are you? I know you're back to Facebook land. Laura Keating is Dennis Casey. Good morning. How the heck are you? Um, Laura is still drifting. Jennifer, good morning. Nancy is still drifting off in Facebook land. Of course, they want their original pages back, which would be really great, right? So what we're doing this morning is I needed coffee, and yeah, so I felt like it. Good morning. Good morning, Beth. Um, so let's do the sunshiny thing. Let's do the card of the day. Let's find out what deck we should be using. Really? I've never used it. Oh, geez. This is different. It's funny, but we're gonna go with it. It's early making your coffee and caramel right now. You see me as like, how fast can I get? How fast can I get my coffee? And because I grind it just because I'm spoiled. This is salted caramel coffee from Green World Coffee, Green Mountain Coffee, Green World Coffee on Oahu. Mm, Yum. My husband spoils me. He does. He's a wonderful husband. Okay. Gosh darn it. No wonder we've not pulled from these before because it's almost impossible to get it out. All right. Starman. Oh, oh. These haven't been used before. So let's do it. Make them such an odd shape. I know that the decks that I just ordered for the Mystical Feminine for My Mystical Life will be in next week. They'll be in while I'm in Texas so that I have, the convenience of shipping them up here. Oh, the Heather, the coffee is just really amazing. It really is. They have so many different flavors. My normal flavors are sexual chocolate and blueberry strudel. Good morning. Good morning. I love you. I know a new deck with a box. I can't wait to see them. They check them over to make sure I didn't make any mistakes. I hope I didn't make any mistakes. This is an awkward deck to shuffle. So here I am trying to shuffle. Are we shuffled? Oh, we are shuffled. So here's the first card. And I've been thinking about this. I went to bed last night thinking about this. There's a lot of dramatic change happening in people's lives right now. I mean, but that's a blanket statement, isn't it? Because isn't it every moment in time we all have change going on? We all do. Good morning. Good morning, Ashley, Shawana. Good morning, Sita. But this is the death card. It's about dramatic change. People think of the death card or the hanged man or the devil, the tower card of the tarot. They think of them as being not such great cards. But I have to tell you that I actually love the death card because it means cutting those things. And matter of fact, in polls in the last couple days, I have gotten the devil card a couple times. And that's because there's a lot of stagnant energy that's being changed, released, let go, and moving on. And that is part of this. That's part of cutting things off, or um, not exactly cutting it off, but having it something come to an end and rebirth. That's what comes directly after the death, is the rebirth. So whether it be on the other side or into another life or whatever. Good morning, Carrie. Good morning. Good morning. I was trying to think of what time we come into the airport next Wednesday, but it's not till later. It's not till nighttime. And then we're not driving up to the airport on the following Wednesday. We're hitching a ride. So trying to figure out a time we can get together. Yeah. Okay. So there's lots of change coming, lots of dynamic change. A lot of it has to do with business. People are changing the way they do business and who they do business with. That's important. I don't know why it's important, but that's what my guides say. It's important to know that who you do business with may change. Hey, Carrie, I wrote you down for that pink rainbow sparkle healing session. I know, Carrie, we got to figure out how to get together. We don't come in till late that evening, like 7:30 is when we come in. It would be a late dinner on a Wednesday. Ooh, you know. Okay. The unexpected change of people around me has been kind of pleasant surprise. Lead by example. Absolutely, lead by example. It is once you want rising tides raise all ships. Yep, absolutely. Have a little caramel in there. Oh, son of a monkey! There went my spoon. My spoon. Okay, well, 5-second rule. It's my floor. I just watched it. Okay. Oh, it's made of badass. You are. I'm no. I'm leaving it that way. I want to leave it that way. Can I leave the pink rainbow sparkle? Can I? Oh, that's right under the microphone. So what we're doing is we're already gathering. Son of a monkey. We're good. Now, don't get me wrong. I do have a potty mouth, but so what we're doing is we're already starting to gather things. We already have several donations for the 12 days of Christmas. I know that Halloween hasn't gotten here and Thanksgiving hasn't gotten here, but we like to get it so that all of the prizes stem from where we are right here. So we're not saying, well, so and so will have to mail you something and so and so. So we gather all of the prizes, and that way we do it in advance. There's no rush, and then we'll start where you can join in to get into the drawing. Absolutely. And I think we have a new way to do it this year. And I think somebody wanted to run a white like a I think it was Heidi Leister. Are you still on here? Was this correct? Um, uh, uh, what is it called? Secret Santa. Yeah, the 12 Days of Christmas is fun. Hmm. We give a lot away. Okay, here we go. I think it was Heidi, but I'm not sure. So here we go. But that was what they wanted. And I love this deck. I just am always nervous to read it. It's okay to be nervous to read from something, you guys. I'm always afraid I'm going to miss the message. Uh, Secret Santa. Okay, Heidi, you and I'll get together because we'll just get it arranged and let it sit there. And so this is the next card. The next card is the Chariot. So we have change. We already have the Death card. We have change coming, right? Whether you want it or not, change is coming. Uh, holding space for Tammy Nelson today, starting out crazy. So this means moving forward. Change doesn't mean it's a bad thing, right? We're going to be moving forward in a new direction. So watch for it. It doesn't have to be life changing, monumental change, but some sort of little change is going to be affecting not only you, but the others in your life. We need testers to make sure it works with what we found. We can do that within the group, no problem. Be like, we're going to test you so you can give stuff away, but you're not getting anything. We can do that, Heidi. We can do it. Yeah, we did pull on the road last year. We pulled over in a casino. We were in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and it was snowing and raining. And we opened the back of the Suburban, and the dogs were back there. And we opened the back of the Suburban, and we did our pull from there. Determination, right? Stupidity, because it was cold. It was so cold. But it's okay. Let me put this deck away because I'm not sure. Obviously, this is a deck that's saying I'm straight to the point. Absolutely. Hey, Heidi, are you going to the ULE? They don't call it the ULE now. The Mind, Body, and Soul, is that what it's called? In Columbus, the first weekend in November. Yeah, are you going to that? Here's me thinking, why am I not going? I'm doing this again. Why am I not going? I'll be home. Oh, no, I won't be home. I'm going to be in Virginia that weekend. Surprise, Tammy. You're going to be in the Gift of Light. Yes, it used to be the Universal Light Expo. I'm super jealous because I wanted to go. Taking you up to the coop. The girls are hungry. Her chickens are hungry. A funny. Last week I asked you to ask the guys if I was going to Europe in December. They said I will come here with a new perspective. I'm going to get eye surgery. They're so funny. There's Katrina. There's Katrina. Yay, she figured it out. All right. All right. Hi, Heather Graham. Long time no see. If you are in the membership, you guys, if you're in the membership, the class was giving me a hard time to post. I did get it posted last night. It kept showing an error or something. I don't know, but it is on the membership. In that class, honestly, who sat in on Laura's class? Who was on Laura's class? I was busy that evening. Oh yeah, I was real busy that evening. So who was in on Laura's class? It to give me content. Um, Jennifer, what was the class about? This is horrible. I'm sorry, but I love that she has offered to do these classes because it gives me an evening to just a Monday that I can do. I'm thinking of sacred geometry for class for next month. 2 classes on sacred geometry, and then we have Laura's class. Uh, Maybe we'll do 3 classes on sacred geometry and skip the practice. It's up to you guys. I do need some ideas for some new classes. So if anybody wants to spit out ideas, I'm all in. I need ideas for new classes. Good and bad of our magical gifts. It's a great topic, right? It's a great topic. Okay. This is for Carrie. This is the theme, right? Letting go of old stuff, bringing in new. I can't make that up. I'm not going to shuffle through the deck to look for the one that, oh, look, it'll fall perfect. But letting out the old stuff, completing one part of something and moving on to a new something. It says you finished one part of your life and now a new and better part is beginning. This is for Carrie. Carrie. Love it, Carrie. Okay. Let's see. Let's go with Shauna Skinner. Shauna Skinner. I feel like you need to pay attention to some details, Shauna. Like, I actually am hearing like the bye, Ashley. Have a great day. I hear like the devil is in the details. And actually the way they're showing me this is like you walking in a straight line, picking up beans on the build a better relationship. Your spirit guides teaching topic. I like it. Um, okay. So they show you walking along, and it's really interesting because it's like in snow. Like it's the end, once again, the end of something and the beginning of something new. That's what that winter does, that snowfall. and they show you walking along picking up like beans, but you're following a trail. They're like, make sure you're not missing something and get distracted and go off this way. Keep your eye on the prize, and you're gonna do just fine. Good morning. Um, um, and the other thing I want to say is you're always guided. I don't know if you realize how guided you are. Um, Shauna was Shauna. That's what I said, right? Shawana. They also give me the cardinal. They give me the cardinal to say that this someone has passed is walking with you all the time. I feel like it's a male energy as well. It's like, come on, phone, stop. I feel like it's a male energy as well. So just know, keep your eye on the prize. Don't worry about all the bullshit on either side because it's just, that's all it is bullshit. It's just stuff. It's just distraction. Keep your eye on the prize. Stay on target, stay on task, and always feel as if you can lean back on your guides and your intuition because you absolutely can. Absolutely can. So I hope that's helpful. If you don't know what I'm talking about yet, it'll pop up. Heather Graham, unusual since I maybe saw him once or twice on your Facebook Live. Um, but your dad was in my dream last night. It was brief. I exchanged a quick hi with him, but he seemed good. Heather, he is popping in on people here and there, which is so beautiful and so unique. He actually sat down on the bed. The bed moved the night he passed away. The bed moved, and I was so shocked because we know, you can't expect him to just leap around and be right there. And they have this time that they can check on everybody, and he sat on the bed, and because I just laid down and I was like, oh God, what do I do now? And he goes, whatever you want. And I've heard him popping up in several people's dreams. But what's interesting about Bill, thank you, Heather. Yeah, he is a busy little guy, right? uh, what's interesting about Bill is he's one of the first people. Now, I didn't grow up with Bill. Okay, so Bill is my biological father, but I didn't meet him until I was like 25. And so we had this great relationship. If anybody doesn't know that you're new, for the last 9 months, I had been taking care of him. He had a lung transplant that it was failing. And anyway, so it was a long dramatic thing and drama. And, but Bill is one of the first people that I ever did a reading for that had a dragon as an animal totem. And dragon animal totems, um, when they come like that, can be very significant, because those dragon animal totems talk about somebody being a master of something on the other side. And when I first saw it, I was like, what? I didn't understand it. But the more time I got to spend with Bill, the more stories that we shared, the more I see the similarities between our lives and some of the spiritual contacts that we've had that he didn't even realize was spiritual contact. But I can look back and go, oh my gosh, that's Archangel Metatron every day of the week. Exactly what he's describing is Archangel Metatron. So I had some requests of him. I didn't do everybody's like, did you set a code workup? Now, you guys, I'm smiling. I am struggling, but it is. I found it extremely beautiful. And Heather Johnson. I talked about this yesterday. It was such an extremely honoring thing to be there for him. And at that time, that he was in his transitional stage, that I was trying to any way I could to get him to understand that it was okay to let go, because he was trying to he powered through the morphine, powered through all the stuff. He was trying to stay with us, and I said, "It's time. Like, oh, you're in pain. Let's do this. Come on. I have a couple things I need." And we're kind of chuckling, right? Because it's just funny. And I said, I need to know what our family connection to Metatron is, because we have a huge family connection to Metatron. And I have my answer, which is really cool. Um, and I needed to know about dragons because I would like a blue dragon. Okay. I don't know why a blue one. I want a blue. So when he eventually that evening he did let go, and we were joking, and to have him come back so quickly really speaks to strength of spirit and how old a soul he is. To have him popping in and in each and multiple people's dreams and multiple people's communication already means a lot. You teach a class about dragons. Um, Hi, Michael. Your name didn't show up. I don't know. So, um, teach dragon class. So Monday's class is supposed to be ghost stories. I don't think I have enough people to do the ghost stories, but we can get on and just have fun and talk about scary stuff. I do have Dakota coming on, and he got cursed. Does it have to be blue? I want a blue one. I don't know why I want a blue one. I want a blue one. Doesn't need to be sparkly or anything like that. I'm very, very sparkly. I would like. Okay, so let's see. Let's scroll on. But thank you, Heather Graham. Hey, thank you. He just tools around, and it's so funny because he's like, this person can see me, so I'm going to step in. And even though he was only a couple times in the group, it's still that energy, right? That energy is still there. Okay, let's scroll through. Thank you for sharing. I'm almost scared to use the table. Like, I'm almost nervous to use the table. So, not scared. Trust me, I'm not scared to use the table at all. I'm kind of nervous. I just because I don't want him to be a board hog. I wonder if he would turn the table. I brought my table home, um, and I have another table in Texas. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be in Texas for actual Halloween. Unavoidable. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to go about pulling that off. See if I can invite a couple people over to do seance that night. Carrie, you still on here? Okay. This is for Sita. Sita, I hope you're feeling powerful this morning, Sita, because you've got the power to pull anything off that you want to pull off. Wow, that light is horrible. Absolutely. But I think that about you. You have a really dynamic energy. I don't know if you realize just how of an attractant your energy is. It's something about, I don't know, just seeing you in the room. I'm like, oh, look, there's Sita. She really has this great energy. So I know that she can pull off anything she wants to because she has that, you exude it. I don't know how else to explain it. It's a very much a manifesting energy. And oh my God. So let me go over here and Maria Scally. Is it Scally or Scally? Maria Scally. Maria Scally. Hmm. Maria. First thing I see, first of all, are you here? Maria, can you hear me? Trying to get my caramel to melt. um, good morning. Good morning. I love all the flowers. Good morning, Navi. Hi, Peggy Boss. Sandy Overstreet. Good morning. I don't see her name. Okay. Moving on. I'm going to go back down one time. Okay. I saw some of it. Where was it? go. Eh, I thought I saw a name, then I don't. Oh, I don't see it anymore. Mick Haywood, are you still here? Mick Haywood. Mick Haywood. People pop on and pop off. That's why I'm checking you guys. Shannon's like, what are you doing online? This is Shannon. Good morning, my BFF and everyone. Good morning. She's like, what are you doing there? Why are you not coming into town right now? Maria Sally. Okay, gotcha. I'm shown puzzle pieces being put together. I'm actually showing interesting. So for whatever reason, you guys, good morning. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's 2:20 p.m. Okay. I'm like, don't no, not AM. There's a lot, of course, we're closer to Halloween, the veil thinning, Samhain, and all that, right? Um, but there's a lot of people that are noticing things right now that maybe don't normally notice things, right? Like catching things out of the corner of your eye or thinking a person's there and then there's nobody there. I've had a lot of the person thing going on since Bill passed. I thought I'd be like regressed and be like, oh, can't read right now, but I'm gone the other direction, and I'm like, what the heck's going on? It's the timing of it. It is the this is from Maria Scally. Um, it is the timing of it. So if you're having anything like that happen, just know that your brain is trying, because you have this left brain, right brain, right? The left brain is analytical, the right side of the brain is the la 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 la. I think your left side of the brain is trying to figure out what you're picking up other than logical information. Because how many people on here are seeing things a lot in the last couple of weeks? Like you're catching things. It doesn't even have to be a see it visually. It can be a feel it, experience it, emotion, all those things. So let me know if you're having that happen, because I'll tell you what's going on. But Maria, this is your brain trying to put puzzle pieces together and analyze something. Bill Heather John says Bill is out there telling all the energies about you, so they are coming to visit. So you have a queue line. So that's what I need you to know is if you're that's funny. You have a guy that goes, if you struggle, it's just gonna take longer. That's funny. So I can tell you what that guy looks like. He's really, really willowy. He's very tall. He's thinnish, but he's not gangly. He's like tense muscle. And I'm gonna call him like 6 foot. And and he's an indigenous population to some continent. It's all I can tell you. It's the weirdest sensation because if I want to call him like Native American, but I can't. It's like, oh, maybe Indonesian, India. Okay, I keep getting India. So I'm Indonesian. I think that this is more along lines of Eastern Indian individual. He's interesting. He just has this really, really high vibrating, interesting, dynamic vibe. He's just like, we can have fun. I know. It's the weirdest message, right? Like we can have fun if you just could just stop arguing. Stop arguing. I argue with my guides all the time, but I never get anywhere. I always lose. Um, Welcome, Lorna. We popped up on your feed. Welcome, everything. Uh, everything happens for a reason. Okay, let's see. We were talking about how many people are seeing things or experiencing spirit right now. But that's what I have for you, Maria, is give yourself some latitude to use your imagination and venture out into your spiritual, la 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 la, ooh, all that. Okay. Sandy's seeing things too. Natalie Greenfield says, yes, keep getting that something's moving or a flash of white out of the corner of your eye. Absolutely. Jennifer Vaughn is. Bill's calling in all the Q, so that's awesome. I've been seeing something flying like a fairy. It is so bizarre. I had looked twice. Heather has, Naomi has. I'm seeing out of the corner of my eyes. That's Sita. I think that's Michael. Out of the corner of your eye. You notice this, you guys? Out of the corner of your eye. You're feeling not much seeing. Oh, wait, not seeing as much as feeling. That's great. Yes, absolutely. It is weird times. Bridge has been feeling things. Katrina says, I think I'm seeing things, but nothing there I remember. No, that's okay. Natalie Greenfield, I pick up on energy. I believe I feel very heightened in a room, feels dreamy and bright is a strong sensation. I think the dog ate Jennifer's dinner. Heidi feels them. Another person says, I see animal-sized things running around at times. Absolutely. Good morning, Donna Culverhouse, sending wonderful energy to your mother. Hope she's feeling well. So when we're catching things out of the corner of our eye, if you guys have been on here any length of time, you've probably heard this already. If you see it out of the corner of your eye, it is a different wavelength that spirit is on. So we're kind of like think this is out of sync just a bit. So spirit is able to access this wavelength of light that's why you see shadows, right? You're also hearing things. Clairaudient, awesome. Clairaudient, right? So we catch these images. Lorna says, I don't see anything unless it's my tired head playing tricks as it's spider season in Scotland, so I'm constantly on guard. Amen, girl, right? I have like spiders. How big are your spiders? Are they big spiders? Because we have these hunter wolves in the garage, and I just go, excuse me, I'll sit here silently as you walk by. Oh, the bathroom sinks. Oh, your dinner. Okay. So I get it. I know. But when we do catch shadow or even the size of animals go by and we see it over here, you don't see dead people, fortunately. But it doesn't work like that, Michael. I thought so too when I started. That's the Hollywood version of it. That's a Hollywood version of seeing dead people. It's so much more relaxing than that. You don't just have dead people walking around in your living room. I would be pissed. I was like, you know what? I am not very social. Believe it or not, you guys. Heather and I were talking about this yesterday. Not social. Do not want dead people thrown around in my living room. But the rods and cones in our eyes are not set up to see the wavelength because there are so many more wavelengths out there, right? So many more colors than we can see, so many more light waves. They're riding on this other light wave. So when we see something here, it's because the peripheral vision can catch that wavelength, but our rods and cones in our eyes cannot. So when you turn to go look at it, it's gone, right? It's not a trick. They're not hiding from you. Get that? They're not hiding from you. They're still there. Just because you turn doesn't mean, but our left side of our brain says, okay, I don't see anything, so it's not valid. That's where that left side and that right side of the brain battle, Maria, right there. Good morning, Barbara. So it's okay to speak to things that aren't there. You know, a great class topic, right? I don't know, I put that all into a class topic. How to see spirit, and how to not freak out and turn all of a sudden to see it is some of it. Okay, I wrote it down. But just because you don't see it anymore does not mean it's still not there. And I see a fairy out of the corner of my eyes or a little white light. Just because we can't see it, doesn't mean we can't believe in it, right? There's so many things out there. Like I've not seen $1 million. Who's touched $1 million? I'd like to see $1 million just to touch it. But that's where we have those checks and balances. That's why we choose our human brain from the other side. We choose what brain, how much of an analyst do we want to be, or do we want to be all la 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 woo woo, right? So we have to get past that to be able to pick up all that information that's available to us. I think it'd be easy, right? That's why it's called practice, because we have to practice. It's a spiritual practice, right? Anybody on here want to join, and any of the members want to join in on a reading panel on my mystical life for the 28th. I have to skip transmediumship this month. I cannot pull that off this month. Transmediumship takes a lot of calm. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. So, anybody on here that is a member wants to get on My Mystical Life and do readings, not the group. We're not talking about the private group. No. Jennifer, what I'm looking for is a panel of 4 or 5 people that want to read and expand their. It's not costing anything. But only members can be on the panel. And then I'll post it onto My Mystical Life, and you guys can read for the public. It's a way of stepping out a little bit more. So see, if you guys aren't part of the My Mystical Life membership, we have like classes and healing sessions. So for like $11.11 a month, you get to get up and also have practice within the group. We have a private group on Facebook that you can get on and practice reading for the 28th with other people. So you're practicing your skills, right? So this is me saying, I will set up a panel of 4 or 5 people, and you guys can go practice where we're at right now out on My Mystical Life, not within the private group. So, and I'm finding that people are nervous. Like, people are like, I thought people would be jumping on this, and they're like, not me, baby, not me. It's no different than reading on the group. Actually, it's easier than reading on the group, because this would not be a couples thing, Katrina. Oh, you'll talk and see when you want to reschedule your life. Okay, yeah, I was talking. Okay, I was on the panel. Barbara says she would love to. Yeah, but you can do that, Katrina, with Autumn on a private night. You're still shy? You know what? I have to tell you guys that I think this is so much easier than doing a reading for somebody you know. When you start talking, it's all of a sudden out there, right? And then you start talking more, and you start talking more, and things start coming out your mouth that you just didn't anticipate. That's reading. Not, you can, and I don't care if that evening you guys use cards, you use pendulum. I don't care what you do. You don't have to cold read, but this is just an opportunity. Where did my lid go, Lisa? Oh, an opportunity to get on and have some fun. Buford is being very vocal. I put on the wrong eyeliner this morning. I'm waiting for that. Like, you can't put that eyeliner on because you're going to walk around looking like a raccoon all day. Are you in the private group now or on the main page? I'm trying so hard to figure out where to access. Show up on your screen. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that. It won't let me reply to you for some reason. Oh, because you're a Facebook user. I'm going to paste this up here one more time and see if I think I had an extra word in there. So try that again. But go to the page, Michael. Oh. So if you want to be in, can somebody throw a link up there? An affiliate link? I'm trying this. You go directly to that page too. I'd like to read someone. I don't like to read someone. I don't think it. I know it might. I think it might be. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Thank you, Jennifer. Donna, just do it, man. Pull the Band-Aid off. Fun. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, those links that are put up, you guys, are affiliate links. If somebody were to click on one of those links and you want to be in the membership, it's $11.11 a month, and I mean to tell you, we put a lot into it. I think a lot goes into a lot of coordination, a lot of work goes into it, because we enjoy what we do. Absolutely. I have to remember to do that today. Okay. Any other ideas for class content? What we want to have classes on? We have over 90 classes in the reservoir already. There's a lot of material back there, that if you join, you already get those classes. I mean, so you get all of our history, which, by the way, is over 2 years. Who can believe that? Who can believe that? Over 2 years. Okay, this goes to Natalie Greenfield. Ooh, Natalie. Jump there. I keep seeing a red jacket, like a red wool jacket for you, Natalie Greenfield. I don't think it's your jacket. I think it's a jacket that you may remember for somebody else, but it's like I don't know. Good morning, Darren. I don't know. It kind of looks like a 50s jacket. It's very tailored. It comes down a little bit long. I wonder if it has black buttons on it, but it looks very retro. It's really, really beautiful. And I just feel like somebody is saying, hey, oh, did you ever have anybody that's You Are My Sunshine? Do you? I have a picture of a spider. There's a funny picture that goes with that spider. Synchronicities, right, Lorna? Now you can't go anywhere. I didn't know that tarantulas jump. Okay, I had no idea, and it was my first time in um, New Mexico, and I didn't know that. Like, it was just cool. There were tarantulas. That is that I got in the middle of the road and got that close to the tarantula to take a picture. That's one of my pictures. Then someone went, they jump. Right now, like, I did it. Okay. Thank you, Andrea. It's normally fluffier than this, but I'm going non-fluffy right now. Natalie. Okay. So I really did anybody sing "You Are My Sunshine" to you, Natalie? Did anybody give you that "You Are My Sunshine"? I didn't know they jump. I thought it was cool. It was a tarantula. I don't do that anymore. Nature can get angry. I prefer to not share their space as well. I'll let them through, but I don't want them. I try not to kill them, but don't push it either. Okay. The only reason I'm asking that, Natalie, is I keep hearing "You Are My Sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray." Possibly, I'm trying to think through. So I'm going to go on with this. I'm going to go on with this. I was given the sun, right? I was given the sun for you, but it's reversed. I don't I don't think that you are living. So don't shoot the messenger, right? Don't shoot the messenger. I'm a hell of a lot of fun. Don't shoot me. Um, I don't think you're living to your full potential. Sorry. I think you're letting the stress of some situations absolutely stand in the way. And it's so funny because my guides know me. Our guides uh, are always going to come across with information in a way we can digest it to be able to translate it. Always. That's how it works, right? So, um, I when I get really really nervous, I get cold sores, and that is how my guides let me know somebody's living in anxiety. They're like, this person, they have anxiety and they're not letting it go. They're letting it control some of their decisions. Um, you call your sunshine girl. You have to stop. You have to stop. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. And not only that, it's the fact that there's Michael. The fact that I'm calling from the tarot for you. Um, when I'm called to use the tarot deck, it means they want you to listen. They want you to listen. Anybody on this feed knows when I call from the tarot, it's 2x4 therapy time. Because I feel like somebody stumbles through your life and makes it more difficult. I feel like somebody is this energy in your life that says, let's have stress. Let's crank it up a notch. Let's have some fun with this. And they just can be oblivious. They can be absolutely oblivious to the stress that they cause you. Now pay attention. And if you are ever staying in something because of the financial stability of it, I know, right? Sherry's like, oh no, the tarot cards. If you're staying in something for the financial stability of it, that's a hard one, right? It's hard to make those choices and decisions on what. I mean, this is just the cards flopping down here. If finances are making things stressful, find the root cause of what it is doing it, and walk away from the burden of it. Walk away from the burden of it because you can't shoulder all of you can't shoulder all the responsibility. All it's going to do is bring anxiety, 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 and you need to start learning. You have to learn to let it go. You know, you can't. We don't just go. I'm done with anxiety and walk away. I miss my sister. It would be easy if it would be nice if it worked that way, right? Where we just went, "Ooh, I'm done with anxiety. I ain't doing that no more." Good morning, Charlie. But what you really, really I want to go so miserable here. My neighbors are not nice. It is a process of learning how to deal with it. It's not just saying it's over with. You have to deal with it. You have to work through it. You have to bring the change. You can't just say, poof, it's changed. Wouldn't it be nice if magic worked that way? Poof, change. Poof. By the way, the subscription boxes are going out today. They are geared for the month of October. That's all I can tell you. Heather Johns knows what's in hers. Did you open yours yet, Heather? I'm looking at our store. Oh no, that's the wrong place. No, that's not it. Really? We only have a couple of these left for the month. And if I could find my stuff, I will start. Donna. Donna. I'm doing searchy stuff here back. Donna will be a very proud owner of an oracle board. This is the Bippity Boppity Boop box, you guys. It is our monthly subscription box. You were so busy you didn't open it. How do you do that, Heather? Like, how do you do that? I'd be like, my precious. Yeah, you have to figure it out, Natalie. You have to figure out what it is. You have to figure out what it is. That's the thing, right? Sometimes it's very, very simple. So Donna, when I'm in Texas, I will be finishing up your table, get it all packed up, and yay! And then I'm going to be bringing my tools back, and I will start working on oracle tables again. I just need a space to do it because down in Texas I have this huge workshop to do it, so I need a space to work on tables, and then I will be producing more tables. I actually have a couple orders, and I need to bring my operation up north. So, but I do have one of my tables here. You're welcome, Natalie. You're welcome. You're gonna post photos this afternoon? Awesome, Heather. I think it's a good box. I there's some things in there just for Halloween, basically. Last month you got the so if you guys have the if you don't have the subscription box, last month it had in it the uh, Nightmare Before Christmas bag in it. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Michael says, "Do you ever publicly pull a card for yourself to share with what you're going through?" Just a weird thought that came to you. Um, no, I think I talk enough about myself, and I don't ever pull a card for myself. If I if I ask for a reading, it's very profound, just because I feel like I need a reading, but I don't ever pull for myself. I just don't. I just kind of anyhow, but yeah. Hi everybody. Good morning. I think it all kind of bleeds in there, anyways. Just because I think this helps people. I hope it helps people to see that this isn't. I don't want to get on and be all calm, cool, polished, perfect. I don't want that because this whole spiritual journey isn't that, right? It can be complicated. It can be heart wrenching. It can be gut wrenching. You can laugh and you can cry and you can all those things in between. And I like people to see. I like people to see that because it's important to know you don't have to be all sunshine and roses doing this. You can be a real person, maybe use some cuss words, and have a real discussion. I think that's what this is really. This is what I like about doing this. We have a real discussion, and in the real discussion comes Lisa-isms. This happened to me. That happened to me. It didn't start this till I was 38 years old, and then boom, dead people. No, not dead people, but I mean, just all that. Well, we hope so, Michael. It's just, it's just we love what we do. We're getting ready to expand, but we love what we do. Um, yeah, Heather's when she feels the need to have a reading, she asks for one, and that's I do the same. I only get maybe one or two readings a year. Charlene says, when I was meditating, I seen bright lights open my eyes. I was scared. Um, you got to be real. You got to be. I think that's authenticity is, and you don't hear me throwing it around. You feel so authentic. You know what? This is a shit show, but I have fun and I'm learning as I go. Charlene says, when I was meditating, I seen bright lights open my eyes. I was scared. You know, if you're meditating and you don't want to have things like that happen, because that does happen sometimes, spirit will come stand in front of you, or you'll see shadows. But if you don't want to experience that, Charlene, my suggestion, and I suggest this for people on meditation all the time, anyways, would be to cover your eyes. And it's actually more than just covering your eyes. It is a sense. There's also a bit of acupressure in there to help you relax. That goes with that, especially if you use a weighted eye cover. Am I froze? No. Um, and it blocks out that light, which also blocks out a um, matrixing. It blocks out matrixing, and our imagination can go do its purpose rather than try to figure out what's happening on the other side of the eyelids. Shamanic journey is based on a lot of that. Not frozen, not frozen, not frozen. Shauna, not Shauna. Lorna, Lorna. I see numbers and letters for you, Lorna. Um, like counting in large letters. One, two, three. I know you how to do it, but I'm helping this. 3 and 4. But they're big letters like you would see in a kindergarten room or uh, primary school, where they're just learning, they're just starting out, they're just starting to get things together, starting to be able to put words together, learning their alphabet. I'm trying to see what else they wanted to give me off that. That's where they're starting, and they're saying, "Good luck, everybody. Do it yourself." Oh shit! Sorry, gotcha. So I had a volunteer pop out. Yep, 4 grandkids on there. Okay. Um, gotcha. Understood. Okay. I love this deck of cards. My favorite deck of cards. This particular one is, I don't know, 4 years old or whatever. The Jody Berg's The Magical Times Empowerment cards. So what they're talking about is actually, I think that you're going to be doing something a little bit on a learning aspect as well. You're going to find something that all of a sudden fascinates you. That are you a healer of any sort? Do you do any kind of energy healing? I'm wondering. This is Lorna Mack. Do you do any kind of energy healing? Because if you don't, you could. You absolutely could be. Your energy. How can I get one of your decks? Billy Ann, my decks will be in next week, and when they come in, I will let you guys know. I might ship them, the ones that I sell, before um, I leave Texas. I'll let you guys know. You don't, Lorna? So, so here's a funny thing, and I'm just going to have you guys do this. Not if you're driving. Please don't do this if you're driving. Every single person on the face of the planet is a healer, like everybody. And the reason I can say that with absolute confidence is because if you don't have an electrical system, your feet are not walking on the planet. You have to have you will always have this electrical system going within the body. The electrical system is what moves the energy, what creates energy healing. It's not huge woo-woo thing. It's actually measurable by science. So it's really, really interesting. You have what I'm going to say is an ability to be able to move energy. I'm going to say you probably pick up other people's energy as well. So I'm going to say you're an empath. But you have this. I wouldn't be surprised if people come up and they talk to you. I feel so much better after I talk to you. Oh my gosh, I just feel so much better after. Lorna, you just make me feel better. I just want to come spend time with you because you make me feel better. That kind of thing. It's because of that energy. You have an exchange, a really good exchange. Um, Although I've been told I'm very good at seeing or feeling things from people. Absolutely know who to trust, not to trust. So when I have this card come through, uh, normally I'm like, okay, what are we moving forward on? Blah, blah, blah. But I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on that horse, that unicorn, right? Oh, sorry. So what I want you guys to do is I was like, I started to do an energy ball and I didn't do it. Um, so take your hands like this, and I want you to just rub them a little bit. All you're doing is sensitizing them, that's all. Um, and then I want you to think about Spencer's gifts, like we're going to the mall. Like, how cool it was to go to the mall when we were kids. And they had that great big plasma globe there. Um, we had that great big plasma globe, right? You could go touch the globe and it goes, zzz, and it would get you. It would create that electrical charge, your hair would pop up, whatever. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your hands out here and I want you to slowly start to bring them in. And when you feel something on the hands, whether the palms, the fingertips, wherever, I want you to stop. Okay. So you can close your eyes to do this if you need to have that extra sensory kind of thing going on. And a lot of people do. So feel free to close your eyes if you're not driving. And please keep your hands on the wheel if you're driving. And slowly start to bring your hands in until you feel different, either warmth, cooling, pressure, whatever. And then what I want you to do is I want you to pull your hands back out and envision that ball getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. and then push it back in again, and you're going to notice that it's denser. There's more there. There's something there that maybe if you've never done this before, you don't know what it is, right? So who could feel the sensation? Who could feel the sensation? And I'm doing this because I want to show that everybody is an intuitive. Everybody is a healer. And that sensation is the electrical system in your body is measured by EEG. They're not hooking you up to EEG to hear when your heart beats. They're hooking you up to EEG to monitor the electrical pulse that's powering the heart. That's this. That's this chakra here in the middle of the hand here allows you to push energy. So Lorna, you have a natural capacity to flow energy through you. I would, if I were you, I got the feels. I would maybe look into a energy healing discipline and find that it changes your journey in this life, where you feel, wow, so much more than what you thought you might. Or she says, oh my God, my right hand was burning, then going back and got itchy. It's that feeling. That is energy work. It's not unattainable. It's not only for those specific people. It is available to everybody. But Lorna, you have a capacity to channel through, to allow that to flow through you and push it. So think about two opposing magnets. When you're pushing your energy against somebody with the intention of healing, then their negative energy will fall away because you're pushing with yours. That's how energy healing. That's like the crackdown on energy healing in 2 minutes. That's a lot for 2 minutes. So maybe step into that. And what it's going to do is in life is going to give you more confidence. Now, anybody on here that has stepped into their spiritual journey, can you say that your spiritual journey has given you more confidence in yourself in your life? If you can, give me a yes, because I can give you yes, 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 yes. Yeah. Is it like hitting the big red ball when you use dodgeballs or four square like that, like that? Yeah, right? Isn't it neat, guys? It's you just kind of sit back and go, holy crap, I didn't know that was available. I didn't know that was available to me. Yes, right? This was the strangest side effect of starting your spiritual journey that I did not anticipate. Right here. Confidence. Confidence. Poor UPS guy trying to get around my driveway. He's probably like, and then what does that bring? It brings us more joy and the ability to dance. Please don't start. Do not start. It is a UPS guy. He's around all the time. It's okay. Come back over here. Come back over here. Thank you for your participation in our little drill. Okay. Stop. It allows us to dance because once you're confident, once you realize you've got so much more going on in life than you ever thought possible. Now, before the eruption, I'm going to let y'all go because the dogs would like to eat you. Okay, so with that, find light, find love, find joy, feel divine, because you are. And I got to go stem my hounds from part of you guys. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Bye. Many blessings.